Yo guys, Harry Full here from Ippon, Brown Belt. Today we're going to be rolling with Chase for this new episode. Hope you enjoy it. Got some good rounds in and some nice techniques.
What's going on, people? Me, Chase, rolling with Chase, back. Season 2, finally made it. Before we get into it, I'd just like to say massive thank you to everyone that locked in season 1. Honestly, I can't be thankful enough. The support means a lot. But episode 1, season 2, let's get straight into this. My brother Harry.
Yo guys,
how you doing? Good?
Yeah, we're good, brother.
Thank you
Good
for
to
coming
be here,
on.
man. Thank you for having me on the show, man.
Appreciate
Thank you
it
very much.
Well, let's just get straight into it. How long have you been doing jiu-jitsu?
So I've been training about 8 years. 8
Nice.
years,
Yeah?
8 years this winter. Yeah.
Nice. And
So,
what got you into it?
UFC 2, the game.
Yeah?
Yeah, UFC 2, man.
sick.
Yeah. So I wanted to start with UFC after playing that game.
Yeah, of course.
So I joined a martial arts club, and then jiu-jitsu was at the martial arts club, which I joined, and it just took over. I didn't want to do UFC anymore. I was just like, jiu-jitsu.
Oh, quality.
Yeah, it's so cool, man.
Yeah, decent. What would you say has been the hardest part of your journey so far?
I would say injuries.
Yeah.
Because obviously you're kind of always fearing getting hurt and then time off the mat.
Yeah.
So I haven't had any major injuries, touch wood, no surgery, but
yeah,
whenever I've had injuries, it's just I've got a bit of OCD. I want my body to be 100%. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's never going to happen like that. So
yeah.
I would say injuries and getting over the injuries and then coming back. That process is pretty tough.
Yeah, I can imagine. Yeah. Makes sense. We're tying with that. What would you say so far has been your hardest belt?
Purple belt.
Yeah?
Yeah, purple. I mean, I've not been long at brown, not been long at brown, but we'll see what happens at brown. But yeah, purple, for sure. Because they say purple's the new black.
Yeah, well, yeah.
So
they almost class it as you're an expert.
Yeah.
The only difference is now experience.
Yeah, definitely. And the competition, when you go competition, the purple belts are just
crazy, is it?
Yeah, crazy, mate. Yeah. So it's you enter there as a fresh, a late blue.
Yeah.
You just got your purple, and then there's purple belts who are nearly brown, basically black. And
yeah.
So purple belt, 100%.
The difference could be quite mad, is it?
Yeah.
I can imagine.
Yeah, definitely.
What would you say has been the best part of your journey so far?
I would say, I think receiving my brown belt was actually a big thing for me.
Yeah.
Because I see that as I didn't go to uni or anything, but I see that as a bit of a graduation.
100%.
When I get to black belt, so it's a bit step closer to that.
Yeah.
So I would say receiving my brown belt or my Polaris win at the competition.
Polaris
win, that's
that was nice.
Yeah.
What's when you get sort of email or text or whatever it is you get saying, right, we want you on Polaris, what sort of goes through your head?
Oh man, I'm buzzing, man.
Yeah.
I'm just wait, me? Do you know what I mean? I'm surely not. Because obviously I feel all of us, I think as individuals, we're just we never think we're good enough, right? Well, me personally, do you know what I mean? You never, and then you get the text and it's just all right, yeah.
I'm obviously good enough. I must be up there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, sick.
Yeah.
So with that, do you get nervous with competing and how do you deal with pre-fight nerves?
Yeah, definitely get nervous.
Yeah.
I would say because of the amount of competitions I've done. Which is quite a lot by now. I can control them.
Yeah.
Doesn't mean I don't get nervous,
yeah,
but I've got, how I say, I've got them under the shout. I've got it in the bag now. I can control how I feel.
Yeah.
But I would say my way of dealing with that is actually just competing as much as I can. So, a season being seasoned in it.
Yeah.
I would say that's the best thing to do.
Quality. If it wasn't jiu-jitsu, or alright, not even just jiu-jitsu, martial arts. Let's take martial arts out of the picture.
Okay.
What do you think you'd be doing?
Oh man, that's tough. I think my main thing that I thought of is public service.
Oh, okay,
public service. Maybe,
any in particular?
Maybe police or fire, in the fire service or something. But that's only because I think there's still a bit of a physical aspect to it.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Yeah.
But also in the sense that it's kind of a basic, secure career route if I wasn't doing this. So, I mean, I wouldn't, obviously I'm glad I'm doing this.
Yeah.
But that's the only thing that comes
to mind. No, I get that. Yeah. So like strength and conditioning and things like that. What's your take on it? You know, like for jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
Like, you think it's like something we must be doing? Do you think, oh yeah, you get by without it? What's your take on it?
I'll definitely say we need it.
Yeah.
I think like before when I didn't do weights, I was just like I definitely knew I was getting injured more.
Really?
Yeah,
Okay.
definitely. So I think there's a bit of a catch though, because when you do more weights, you're more fatigued.
Yeah.
And then also like you're more like muscle knots.
Yeah.
So you're a bit tighter.
Yeah.
But also you got to like weigh up the pros and cons. What do you want? Do you want to be a bit more stable so your body can take the load?
Yeah.
And like have a few knots here and there from the weightlifting, a bit tighter, or do you want to not do weights and not have that stability to not get further injured in jiu-jitsu? You know what I mean? So I definitely think even like 2 times a week, 3 times a week, that's enough. Even 1 a week, like as long as you're getting in some shape, I think it's definitely we need it.
Yeah, makes sense. All right. Like, what advice would you give to me or any other jiu-jitsu practitioners coming up?
I would say start like to train with a bit more intention.
Yeah.
I feel like the culture in jiu-jitsu is like we're always just turning up. And
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
100%.
Not actually thinking like you're not really. Let's be honest. Majority of us, like I've done it as well. Like we're rolling, but when we're rolling, we're letting our body take over. We're not really
just
thinking
rolling. Yeah, that makes sense.
I think where I felt the most like sped up progression,
yeah,
is when I'm actually focusing on a new goal.
Okay,
and I'm hunting for that, or like a new guard or a new position. Even though you might get beat because you're trying a new thing, that's where like you start to excel the most. So I think, I would say just like pick a certain topic and
work towards that.
Nail on that.
I'd get that, because I feel like I was sort of, I mean, even now, like I'm at sort of a point where I don't really know which direction to go. Like, and I was speaking to someone about it the other day. I said, at white belt, because I started so many years ago, like it was a different sort of game. So like I felt like quite comfortable playing off my back, being in close guard, like, because there was still a lot of things, but there wasn't the same, like, I don't know, style of jiu-jitsu there is today. Whereas I don't know, I come back to training now, I'm like training again, I'm like, I don't know if I feel as comfortable. I just
like
don't know
modern style stuff now.
So I think that makes sense. Find a goal towards what you want to work to and just work towards it.
But how long have you been training?
Well, so like I started probably 15 years ago.
Oh wow!
But I trained for about a year.
Yeah.
And then done my back in.
Okay.
And then I was like scared to train for like years. And then beginning of last year, 2023. Got back into it, and then like.
Nice.
Long story short, there was like I got back into it and was just.
Oh man, that's crazy, bro. So you started way
back. Like. And I don't want to be that guy that's like, oh, I was so and so when he was a white belt, do you know? But like a lot of people like in the area, I was like, we all started around the same time. Bro, like crazy, I've watched all of these like keep going and get their black belts, brown belts, and I'm like, in my head it was sort of like, oh, I wish that was me. But at the same time, I don't. There's no like envy. Do you know what I mean? It's like, right, now I've got to go and I need to get there.
No, I hear that. I respect 100%. That, bro. That's it. That's cool.
Right, now, quality. We answered a few questions. Thank you very much. Gonna get into a technique?
Yeah, let's do it, bro. Let's do it. Okay, guys. So the technique we're gonna go for today, I'm gonna have Chase in the full lock position from the floor. Chase is gonna be standing. I'm going to place my knee in between Chase's legs and place my Delhi Heaver hook. So we're going to go for Butterfly Ashley, traditionally what the name is called. And my other leg, my right leg, is going to go onto Chase's hip. Now, if Chase's posture is low, I'm going to grab his cross collar. And now I can start to off-balance him. I'm going to start to bring my knees to my chest and low Chase. And now I'm going to extend my legs over my left shoulder and start to sweep him over. We land in this position here. Now from here, I'm going to start to let go of Chase's collar. My hand's going to go onto the mat, and I'm going to start to sit up. We're going to start to go for the belly down foot lock from here. I'm grabbing my gi, finishing mechanics. My hand goes on the floor. I'm going to start to move away from Chase. At the same time, I'm going to start to move towards my other shoulder. Start to tense my lat and move this way for the finish. And you get the tap. Yeah, we'll just run through that one again just a little bit quicker. So I've got chasing the footlock, butterfly ashi, one of my feet's in the hip. If Chase is low, I'm going to grab his gi, load him on and sweep him over my shoulder, and I roll over my left shoulder. Hand goes to the mat, I keep hold of my gi, I go away, and then I go over this shoulder for the finish. Nice one. Okay, and then we've got an option 2 real quick. From here, again, I have Chase in the footlock position, butterfly ashi, but this time Chase is postured up, so I can't reach his gi. So my bottom leg is just going to kick here. I'm going to stomp with my toes facing back, and as I've stomped Chase down, it brings a bit of leverage into his hip. So now with my top leg, I can kick him over and scissor. Again, I come up, I insert my Delihiba hook, and then I sit up. And now same mechanic. So I move away, and I start to turn this way for the finish, for the tap.
Nice. 2 footlock positions, and I was guarantee they're horrible. Like, you sit up, once you start edging out and start looking to the left, yeah, it's alright. Don't let it get that far. Right, you want to have a little roll?
Yeah, let's do it, bro.
Right, there you have it. That's been me, Chase, Harry, Ippon. What an amazing episode. Thank you all. If you like that episode, please like, subscribe, share, all of that good stuff. And we'll see you on the next one. Polaris.